High tip goes to Bryce Valley. Up top, we have Brandon Macon.
Blocked by Argyle.
Brought down by a long three right off the bat from the big man for the Rebels. And David, I don't know, what do you think about this? I know you got a little dog in the fight here, and
Yeah.
we got us a one. This is as good as it gets. 1A ball, semifinal game, chance for a state championship. And for Rich, never happened in their school. They've been to this semifinal game something like 9 out of 12 years.
Wow.
9 out
Just
of 12 and
not able
haven't
to
pulled
get
off
it,
a
huh?
championship yet. Upsets and yada, 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 and back and forth. And so pulling out the early lead is the Rebels with that shot.
I think that was Argyle for 2. Yeah, it's a fun game. It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah.
As a parent, I mean, you've been there. It's kind of had a daughter that played. My oldest boy's playing tonight.
Back out of three-point range is Roundy trying to get them on the board, unable to. Nice pass from Jarman over to Acree for 2, and the Rebels start out with an early 4-point lead. And boy, just off the mark on that shot was Roundy. Lefevre on the corner, back out up top to Brannon, and Roundy up top, run the offense.
Lefevre. Hunter Meekum from way out there, and he knocks it down.
Boy, that was 5 feet outside of the college three-point range.
Yeah.
So gets him back within 1, 4-3 on that three-point shot. Jarman over to Austin Grohl. Back to Jarman. Dribble drive in the middle. Can't get it. Can't clear himself. Thompson running the point for the Rebels. Bryce Valley clear out on the wings, covering that three-point shot.
Argyle baseline jumper.
Boy, if the Rebels would have got Argyle shooting 18-footers today, that would have been cleaning house all day. I'm not sure that's exactly the shot that Coach wants from Argyle out there. It's not one he takes a lot, but if that would have went down, they would have felt like they were having a great day.
Yeah. Argyle with the big block, though, on Meekum. That's 2 blocks so far. Syret for 3. Got it.
Bangs it down, and now with the lead, 6-4 for Bryce Valley with 2 early threes.
Down low to Acree. Is it Acree?
Acree.
Acree.
You get that right, and I'll work on Syret.
Yeah, there you go.
Just hit me upside the head if I get that Y wrong. You know, I've only been calling these for years. You'd think I'd get that right.
That name right. Hunter Meekum off the tip
Stolen
from Roundy.
Meekum. Roundy and Meekum, I guess, both on that steal. Dribble drive, a little contact, no call. Rebounded by Brannon.
Brannon
out
for
3
3.
again.
Got
Nails it again. So Bryce Valley Mustangs with a 3 for 4 on the three-point range. Grohl trying to answer it, unable to, and they're going to give that back to the Rebels.
Yeah, that went off Meekum's hand as he tried to scoop it in.
So 3 quick threes, 9-4 is the count for the Bryce Valley Mustangs. Again,
Argyle's going to be fouled by Roundy on the shot. 4:32 to go in the first.
And it's interesting that Argyle's pulling out and shooting the jumpers instead of working the post.
You know, he's got the height advantage.
Right, it's interesting to see if that's really what Coach wants him to be pulling.
And his free throw rims out. And Tebbs to check in for Roundy.
You know this kid?
Oh, man, I do. I get a nod every time he goes in these games. Not regular season, just, you know, these big games. You've been there.
Oh, absolutely.
Woo.
It's nice to have a dog in the fight here.
Yeah, it is. It's exciting.
Argyle on the line, shooting two. He got one of the two, and pulls within 4. Not with the 3 threes. Bryce Valley with the early lead in the first quarter. Tebbs over to Lefevre, back out the wing, rounding a dribble drive, unable to connect. They're going to say white ball. That went off of Lefevre.
Yeah, it goes off Lefevre. Meekum just almost got the roll. That ball just hung up on the rim.
Yeah, that hung there about as long as you can.
As long as you can hang
right? And not go in. Jarman from the corner, back into Argyle, back out to Jarman. Jarman for 3.
Got it.
Everybody wants to shoot the 3 ball. So Jarman brings them within 1 with that 3. Hey, and just observing up here, I'm thinking that I don't know if the Rebels want to get into a 3-point war with I think that's advantage Bryce Valley.
I know, we've got a couple guys shoot it. They're not afraid to let it fly.
Yeah. When you have biggest post players as the Rebels have, you wonder how to work it down more. But that 3 by Jarman certainly will help the cause. Foul by Thompson, I think.
Foul. I think that's going to go on Thompson. He pointed at him.
Yep. Shows the double 2 on Thompson.
Are they going to give it on the ground or on the shot? They're going to give it to him on the shot. So Braxton Syrett will go to the line shooting 2. 3:22 to go in the first.
Was he shooting?
So I don't know if he was pivoting around or shooting. I think he must have been shooting, I guess.
I guess he's shooting because he's shooting a free throw, right?
Yep. He hits his first one.
Syrett gets them both and brings the lead. 3-point lead now, 11-8. 3:19 left in the first quarter. Austin Grohl for 3. Rim just off the backside of the rim. Up top to Jarman. Back out to Jarman for 3. And again, Austin Grohl's going to pick up that foul off of a long 3-point miss. And again, it'll be interesting to see if the Rebels going to keep want to keep the 3-point shot. That's they've shot a bunch of them so far.
That's just that's a tough foul on Grohl.
Grohl.
Just going for the loose ball. Good hustle.
Meekum bringing the ball up for the Mustangs. 11-8's the score. 2:49 left in the first quarter. And Meekum's going to draw a foul.
Meekum tacking the basket, just kind of forcing that shot. Which if you get the foul, it's okay, but if you don't, it's a turnover. So, but he gets the foul.
It's a foul and get a foul on a big body out there. Jarman's first foul. And draining their free throws, so Bryce Valley shooting very well this first quarter.
We've seen some teams today that missed quite a few free throws that would have made the difference in the game.
Usually always does, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah, you can't underestimate the free throw part of the game.
So threes and free throws has been mostly the whole game for the Bryce Valley Mustangs this first quarter. 13-8 and a 5-point lead.
No 2-point baskets so far.
Wallentine checks in for the Rebels. Sophomore guard. And Wyatt Meerbrook checks in for the Rebels. Almost turned the ball over. Trying to dribble through traffic. Jarman unable to. I think
Tebbs just couldn't get us under control.
Tebbs was thinking that Grohl was going to hang on him for that foul, and Grohl smartly pulled away because he was probably going to get called for that. And Tebbs was trying to find the contact, couldn't find it. Tebbs for 3, nope, turns it down, dribble drive over to this corner.
Brannon takes it in hard.
Brannon, unable to finish. Now Wallentine tried to get it over to Jarman, kicked out of bounds.
Kicked clear up into the crowd, I think at about the 10th row.
It's good for 3.
Student body ducking out of the way.
Field goal. First field goal of the year for Bryce Valley,
for
right?
the Mustangs. That's right.
might have been for the Rebels too. They're not much into field goals. It's touchdowns or nothing.
Most of these boys play.
Another three-pointer up on the way and no good. Rebels are just bent to want to shoot the three-point shot all first quarter. Now blocked by Muirbrook, trying to push the tempo. Grohl over to Wallentine. Wallentine looks at the three, gets a dribble drive off Muirbrook's hand. It's going to be Bryce Valley ball.
Boy, a lot of contact on that possession.
They're gonna argue. They're gonna say tipped. And I didn't see it that way.
I didn't see it that way.
Yeah. But
well, they've got two eyes, I guess.
Yeah, no. And I'm pretty sure that every Bryce
Valley crowd not happy
with that call. From here, it didn't look like that was the right call.
Coach Jessen working the official over there.
So Wallentine up top over to Muirbrook. Let's see if the Rebels are bent to stay at the three-point shot. They're 1 for about 8, I think, and still looking for the three. They're going to shoot another one.
And who's that there? 31 there for the rebound.
Jarman for the rebound.
Jarman
misses, pulled down by Argyle, and Argyle is going to get fouled, and they're not going to call that on the shot. They're going to call that one on the ground. Another three-pointer up on the way, and that one's good. I guess if you shoot enough of them, a couple of them's going to go in.
Yeah, Grohl, he's shot. If you leave him open, he'll knock him down.
He's been shooting well this week on that shot. But again, I'm not sure that's what Coach Brown's going to want, is the three-point shot every possession when you have three post players as big as they do. They're gonna call Grohl with the foul. He's not gonna like that one at all.
It'll be his second foul.
That was the Rebels are gonna call a bailout on that one, and Grohl's not. That's one of those tough situations where
they're just not giving Sired any room out there.
Oh, in and out, almost got another three.
It'll be a rebounding foul.
Wow.
And I didn't see that one.
The Rebels aren't liking the last 4 or 5 calls here in a row.
They gave that to
gave it to Jarman again. So they got 2 huge players in foul trouble in the first quarter, and that's going to hurt the Rebels this whole first half. And so the Rebels now down 2 and in horrible foul trouble. Should have got that one called and didn't. Argyle, another big block.
He's a big body in there, Gary. That's 3 big blocks this first quarter for Argyle.
He's got that long reach.
You know, if the Mustangs are going to get that up and over him, they've got to force the contact or something. If you're going to shoot that up 2-3 feet away from him, he's going to get a hand on it. Argyle, Junior,
yeah.
And he gets the steal.
He's going to take it end to end. Going to finish and get a foul.
Get a foul. Looked like must have got him with the body. Brandon wanting the block.
Well, Argyle from here, and it's hard not to pick on the ref because it's easy to.
Yeah, it's easy.
But
to do
from
that.
here, it looked like that there was no body contact.
Well,
it was fairly clean on the block. But Argyle mistimed. He jumped a little too soon and let Brandon get up there and get that block.
Yeah. Brandon, he can jump up there pretty good. I'm sure he wanted to try and block that on the big guy.
So
first free throw's good.
First free throw good. We picked on our refs for 4 calls here. At least it's even both sides.
Yeah, oh yeah. And second one
nice rebound, missed
30 seconds.
Boy, left totally wide open. The guard went to sleep. You never, as a point guard, cannot have someone down there by themselves. Went to sleep and let him
sneak in behind
sneak in there. Who was it got that shot?
That was Brannon.
Brannon with the easy 2. So 15-12, Bryce Valley. with the lead with some big free throws and 3 big threes.
And that'll do it after 1 quarter. Hey, we've got us a good ball game going on, Gary. 15-12.
First quarter, we're going to have to give it to Bryce Valley on that one. 15-12. Look, Rebels look a little bit out of sorts. Going to have to change themselves.
Hey, we've got quite a few sponsors.
Hey, let's thank our sponsors up in the Rich County, Anderson Lawn.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great sponsors from both areas, so we'll hit them both here and there. High pass to Muirbrook. Over to Thompson. Cross top. Tebbs gets a hand on it. Thompson recovers. Right side to Muirbrook. Drives in, kicks it to Cree.
Oh, Cree and then out to Wallentine. Nice block or pick up top there by Cree. Argyle back over to Wallentine. Wallentine dribble drive out to Muirbrook for 3. And Muirbrook puts it down, ties the game. So again, the Rebels are just bent to shoot the 3 ball.
And they're hitting. They've hit 3 so far.
They've hooked up with 3 as well as Bryce Valley.
3 for 3 and 3.
Oh, now
Roundy for
3. It's taken the Rebels a lot more to get 3 out of the deal, I think.
Yeah.
And
Roundy
nice
with the steal. Save back in. Roundy didn't go after that after he hit it.
Yeah, I think he was saying I can't be the one that touches it. And was hoping for a mistake by the Rebels. Thompson over to Wallentine. Wallentine dribble drive. Tries to find Argyle underneath, and it hit out of bounds. Off of
Roundy. Siret.
Oh, I did.
You're going to get it.
I'm so
Hey, everybody in the world does
after
that.
all these years of a family that's been in this game a lot.
For a long time.
Yeah, and I do it again.
It's one of those Bryce down.
Cree down low, and really, Cree with one of the main players for the Rebels on the post really hasn't done anything down low. Of course, we've been shooting 3s.
You know, that's hard right there. You shoot it up, you miss, the ball's coming up right in front of you, and you go over the back.
Yeah, and it was a good call.
You see a lot of players do that.
And I forget who was in position, but did a good job of getting in position, and Cree had to go over the back. Tebbs up top, over to Roundy. Roundy and Tebbs trying to set the offense. Tebbs kicking it down to
Roundy for another 3. Siret with the rebound.
Great off-ball rebound. And that's all about knowing where that ball is going to come off from that side. Tebbs might have got a little contact.
They're going to call him for the travel.
And he's wanting the foul on the contact before the travel, unable to get the call.
And Brandon and Tebbs will sit down as Meekum and Lefevre come into the game.
So 15-18, Bryce Valley Mustangs still with the lead. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Thompson going into Thompson setting up the offense again over to Cree. Grohl, dribble drive down the baseline, down to Muirbrook, over to Jarman. Jarman kicks it, nice job, down to Cree. Cree, because of the good ball movement, it's going to get fouled underneath. Was it Lefevre they gave that on? Or?
I think they're going to give that to Meekum as he reached in and tried to strip that. Great ball movement by the Rebels.
And not bad defense, because that was great ball movement, and boy, the Mustangs kept on showing up.
I wasn't even going to try to call pass to pass on that one.
Cree, first free throw up and in. Second shot. Rebels look to set up for some kind of a press maybe. And they go on a full court. Manning up. Yes, I guess there's no press here.
Big
All right, so we got them both 17-18. Meekum setting up the offense for the Mustangs. Meekum over to Lefevre. Lefevre trying to operate. Look from the wing back to Meekum.
Braxton Syrett's going to get called with the illegal screen.
No, I think they're going to call Thompson for the foul. Oh no, they did. You're right. You got him for the illegal screen.
I was watching him and he stepped into that screen. A little frustration on Braxton Syrett's part. He's just got to play through the physical play. And
you know the problem with me and that name is that I called it wrong so long.
Yeah. Cyrus,
like Billy
just
Cyrus,
draw a line over the Y.
Right. Okay. Ooh, almost tough pass cross court to Grohl. Back out to Thompson. Thompson heading left. Now Muirbrook, dribble drive on the baseline. Nice pass over to Creed, not able to finish. Great pass by Muirbrook. That's a great shovel pass.
Yeah, that was just kind of.
And Creed's got to finish that. That's because there really wasn't a lot of contact there.
No. I think you anticipate that contact sometimes.
Yeah, because it looked fairly clean from here. 4:56 left in the second quarter. And Creed's going to the free throw line, maybe with a gift. I think Creed found himself so wide open it almost scared himself and overshot the ball.
You see that a lot. The player gets wide open underneath. And
so Tebbs not sitting out very long. Also coming back in the game. Got confused there. Who was it? Was it Brandon that come back in?
It was Lefevre and Tebbs.
That come
well,
back
no,
in.
Lefevre got the foul, so it was Tebbs and
I think it was Brandon that come back in. And then Lefevre thought he was going out and didn't. So Cree hits both of them again, and the Rebels finally, after starting out 4-0, pick up their. Well, let's see. I think after hitting the 1-3, it's basically been going back and forth. 19-18. Lefevre from the corner up top, over to Roundy and Brandon back over to Lefevre, finding nice move. Great hesitation move by Brandon. Picks up the easy 2. Jarman from the wing, crossover, and unable to get there in time is Roundy, and Roundy's going to pick up the tripping foul.
I think that's Meekum on the floor.
Oh, well, or
no,
Meekum.
Let's see. They gave it to 5. They gave that to Tebbs, didn't they? Yeah, it's going to be Tebbs' first. I didn't see him in that play, but they'll give it to him.
I didn't. Yeah, I guess I missed that one. Jarman at the free throw line. Somebody tripped him, but I don't think it was Tebbs.
I think
Jarman gets that one.
Meekum kind of looked guilty down there.
Yeah, I think it was Meekum with the trip, but Tebbs picked up the foul. With his first, maybe that's a good direction for it to go if it would have been Meekum's second.
Tied up, 4:28 to go in the second quarter. Second one rims off.
Pulls up short on that one. Muirbrook. the Mustangs wanted to foul. Then Tebbs knocks down to the big 3, 23-20. And he was wide open. And Coach Brown not liking Tebbs being that wide open on the corner, and he knocked down the 3.
He likes to shoot it.
So it's 4-10. Let's see some sponsors from Region 20.
Help is just around the corner.
All right, back in action. The Rebels are down 3 at the 3 by Tebbs. And really haven't gotten too much out of their post play so far. Gotten a couple of easy looks. I've been shooting a lot of 3-pointers.
You know what I'm watching? I don't know that the Mustangs are really packing it inside. The Rebels just settling for that.
Settling for the jumper.
Shot.
Argyle's taken a couple 18-footers that just normally he hasn't taken all year and settled for an 18-footer. And 23-20, 3.5 minutes left. Bryce Valley Mustangs with the lead.
There's going to be a hold on Thompson. And the Mustangs into 1-1.
Thompson, his second 1-1.
You know, Thompson doing a great job on Syret. He's a hard one to guard.
Yeah, but he's going
his second foul.
He can stretch the lead to 5 here if he can get these 2 to go down. And does.
Syret was 6 in the game. Only 1 coming from the field.
Both free throws and a 5-point lead for the Mustangs. Rebels having a hard time breaking this defense and settles for the 3-pointer again.
And
they're just bent just to take the long ball. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Up top, 3-pointer up on the way, no good. Jarman with the rebound. Thompson setting the offense for the Rebels. Now Jarman from the wing, down to Argyle, back up to Thompson. Grohl out there with 2 fouls. You got Jarman with 2 fouls. Either one of those players pick up another foul, could be in real trouble for the second half. Thompson for 3, another 3 ball up on the way. It's so I don't know whether what's working for the Mustangs is that the defense they're showing, and they're not really packing it in. They're just doing a spread enough defense that it's daring them to shoot that 3, and the Rebels are sure going after it.
And that's going to be Thompson's 3rd foul, Gary.
Yeah, nice job by Sirrett to create the contact, get up, finish. Now the Mustangs are going to go up by 7 with that shot, and Sirrett's going to go to the line for a 3-point play.
Well, Meekum in for Tebbs.
So 7-point lead, Bryce Valley Mustangs looking to make a big
Sirrett's
statement
shot
here in the second quarter.
There's going to be a rebound foul on the Fever, which, not a good foul.
Not a good foul.
That's his second. Didn't really have a chance for that ball.
Right. That was not a.
That's
a big body that the Mustangs do not want off the
court.
court.
I was going to say, we don't want him off the floor. He's kind of our big man. We're missing a guy this year, the big red head of. We called him Big Red, Coach Jessen's boy, who passed away this last year. And it's been we got a jump ball.
Ball called Argyle with a miss, ties it up.
But yeah, Coach Jessen's boy, Jesse, we've sure missed him. But
I remember him from last year.
Yeah, it's been
that's got to be a tough situation for the community.
But an inspiring year. And I know it's been good for Coach Jessen to work with these young men. And
Lefevre, dribble drive, turns off the post, can't get it to go down.
It's going to stay.
Stay off the Rebels, to stay with the Mustangs.
So, what is that? Wallentyne and Sirett. He's lifting his hands in the air a lot.
Wallentyne trying to defend Sirett. And he's going to get fouled again. So Sirett been a handful for the Rebels.
Wallentyne's first personal, Sirett shooting 2.
So Wallentyne picks up his first foul. And costly for the Rebels is putting Sirett at the free throw line. That's been automatic. Now with an 8-point lead, the Rebels haven't scored for, I think, a good 4 or 5 minutes. Minute 58 left in the second quarter.
Sirett's second free throw
So
out. The Rebels want a timeout.
Coach Brown wants to have a little communication. Said we can't get this thing in double figures forward. Real estate companies, bearlake.org. A lot of general information, maps, where to go for trails, the whole thing on bearlake.org.
Is that kind of your travel council?
Yeah.
That way?
So Jarman trying to get a spin penetration to work for him, unable to.
Wallentyne not giving Sirett an inch.
Well, I would have to try to defend him the same way. If you
Yeah,
get the ball out of
agree.
his hands, that'd be a lot easier with the ball out of his hands. And once he has it, he's a tough one to stop. Sirett was open just for a minute. Wide open underneath. And the Mustangs are just up in the Rebels on both ends of the court right now. They're going to get called for travel. Wallentyne
Brandon
coming in.
Brandon having a great game. He His dad hasn't been able to be here for the region tournaments of these games. He's been back in Alabama, but he's here today.
So 31-20, the Mustangs running away with this quarter. Minute left in the second quarter.
I think Coach Jessen probably going to go through a big substitution here just to keep some guys out of foul trouble.
Meekum trying to get that three to go down and can't. 50 seconds left.
Valentine. Pass tipped by.
And that's really what's working best for the Mustangs is pressuring the guards at half court and giving them a hard time getting in a half court set. Valentine trying to run the offense for the Rebels. Over to McCree. McCree's going to get fouled on the corner.
It's going to go on Brannon. His second foul. I can see substitutions coming in, trying to keep some of these guys off from getting their third.
The look on the face of the Rebels, they're just like they don't know how to break this, and no one's going to the elbow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all they got to do is go
to the big guys inside.
Yeah, and you got to find the open spot, and they're just starry-eyed out there on the corners.
McCree with the free throw.
So
they lead Siret in. Braxton Siret stays in. Pretty small lineup there for the Mustangs.
Tebbs and Pollock come in.
And Josh Spencer and Taryn Siret. And the next one by McCree's good.
So a 9-point lead for the Mustangs. Rebels have dug themselves a large hole in this semifinal game. Valentine trying to defend Siret. Siret trying to get down to the last shot.
And he's stripped
by Argyle. 6 seconds. 4 all the way, and he's going to get the foul.
Pollock, I think that's going to go on Pollock.
Coach doesn't like the call. Oh, maybe he's yelling at his guys, but it's pretty hard not to foul on that one.
Yeah, that one you're going to get called on it. And Lefevre and Roundy back in, which with 2.6 seconds, I don't know.
Well, I think they're going to say long pass down after he makes the second free throw. Maybe, I don't know what they have in mind.
Well, Lefevre playing with 2 fouls. You don't want to pick up a third on a 2.6 second free throw rebound.
So the Rebels, after down 11, trying to cut this to 7 right here. Missed that shot. Second one. Shot
Darren
up and
Siret
short. So at the end of the first half, 31-23, 8-point lead for the Mustangs. The Rebels dug themselves a hole.
Specification grade concrete, serving the Paiute and Garfield County areas. Logan Lefevre right side. Cyrut. Roundy for 3. Rebound, tipped, and Thompson comes out there with it. Good
Thompson
rebound.
looked like a 6-footer out there on that one. Great rebound by Thompson. Back out to Jarman. Jarman kicks it down to Acree. Down underneath, and it rims in and out. Again, that was one of those that I think that the Mustangs had one of those in the first half where it just hung on the rim forever.
Yeah.
And that one just rims out for Acree. But he'll go to the free throw line, and certainly it looks like that Coach Brown said at halftime, we're pounding it in, folks. Let's say the way we're playing right now, we're turning our 6-foot-plus guys into 5-foot-plus.
Yeah. So the Mustangs are going to have to defend that low post a little better and not let them catch it inside.
So Acree misses his first free throw, trying to cut the lead to 5, and does with his second free throw. 26-31, 6:38 left. Thompson trying to keep the ball out of Sirrut's hands. He's certainly been a huge problem for the Rebels. Dribble drive. Sirrut again. Can't get that one to go down. Rebound, Jarman. Off to Grohl. Grohl into Acree. Over to, and they're going to get called for a foul or travel. Foul.
Going to call that on the ground. That's Logan Lefevre's 4th foul. Big foul.
And you got to hand it to the Rebels, moving the ball very well and trying to get it down to the post. Pounding it in, as they should do. That's one advantage they have in the tournament is they're deepest. They've got, 6-foot 3s and 4s and 2s, coming on the bench, and can't get that one to go in. Argyle's wanting some contact. No call, and missed both shots. 5-point lead now for the Mustangs still. Roundy trying to set the offense from the corner, down back into Roundy. And he's going to get fouled by Jarman. If they call that on Jarman, that's going to be costly. Good job by Roundy to get position and create the foul.
That's going to go on Jarman. That's
his 3rd foul.
3rd, yep.
And especially where this particular defense the Mustangs are running, they need Jarman for that penetration. He's a big man that can handle the ball too, and they got to penetrate that extended defense. Good job by Cyrut. He got Argyle off his feet almost, and then they both had to pull back so they didn't get another foul.
Yeah, Argyle showing some restraint, not going after that one where he's out of position. Grohl
trying to get the bank to go in. Acree with the rebound and puts it back in. Foul, and will go to the line. And again, that's a huge job by offensive rebound, Acree, to pull that off for the Rebels and keep them trying to cut this lead down.
Yeah, he cuts that down to 5 with a chance to cut it to 4. Acree's free throw up and good.
So Acree having a big game.
I've got him with 11 so far this game.
11 so far with a quarter and a half to go. 5:30 left in the 3rd quarter. 29-33. Rebels on a bit of a run. Tebbs from the corner now over to Cyrut. Cyrut dribble drive, going to get the foul, and he's going to get it to go down. The old-fashioned 3 on both ends of the.
Cyrut just kind of hangs in the air and pulls the ball back over. He just doesn't let it fly until he squares those shoulders up.
That's a really tough matchup for Thompson. He's got 4 fouls because he's given up a good 6 inches.
Yeah, and Roundy will go to the bench. He's got some blood on his elbow, and Terrence Cyrut comes in.
So brothers?
Yeah, they're brothers. First cousins to Tebbs, neighbors.
Nice.
Now, if I try to explain this one to you, Gary.
Let's not go there. We get into that kind of stuff between Bryce Valley and Rich. We could be here all day. We'll get into That's why we go to the reunion, so we can
know who related
girls.
To. Yeah. Our family's trees don't branch. I don't know what you're doing. I'm married.
Just kidding out there. We're having fun.
The Cyrut boys' dad is my wife's brother. So brother, sister, married brother, sister.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, well, that wasn't so hard.
That
was
not too
near
bad.
as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, Wallentine tries to get the dribble drive on the baseline. Can't get it to happen. 7-point lead with that 3-point tear by Siret. Dribble drive off Meekum now, gets underneath, and he's going to get a foul called on him.
That's going to go on a Cree, I believe.
Cree doesn't like it. He felt like he had ball, but good job by Meekum to create the contact down low, and going to go to the free throw line, be rewarded with a couple of free throws. 7-point lead, trying to stretch it to 9.
And it rattles out.
One to go out. So what was cut down to 4, the lead with the Rebels on a tear for a bit, now can stretch us to 8 here, and does with that free throw by Meekum. Valentine now bringing the ball down for the Rebels. Grohl's going to have to penetrate more and break down start the offense a little closer and trying to force it in. Jarman having a tough time from the wing. Boy, that was traveling.
Oh, and he hits the backstop hard. I hope he's okay there.
Boy, he's not.
Siret thinking they're out of position, goes up for the shot. And that's 31.
And really not a smart play by Siret. Boy, he was just standing his arms, went in hard, and
I don't remember on the play who was in front and who was in back. There was another defender in the back. It's a scary foul.
Yeah.
Especially when they hit those backs. They're padded. They're padded, but boy, if you hit the corner
But the problem is that you don't know it's coming when you're.
Yeah, when you're moving that fast.
Definitely a scary foul down there. Keep you posted on how things work out.
Well, thank some of our sponsors.
Yeah, let's thank some of our sponsors and move forward.
I have no idea.
Concussion, maybe, hopefully. That's all it is. I had a brother that got hit once, and he played 2 plays. And the coach called the timeout and said, "Tibbs, what are you doing?" He said, "Where are we, coach?"
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, and we hope it's not it, but he is up and walking. Helped the end of the bench. Took a hard hit. Must have been, may have possibly been knocked out cold.
You know, when
but he's up and going now, and glad to see that.
So that'll be Siret's second foul, where he was charged with the offensive foul. Be Rich Rebel ball under the basket.
And the Mustangs still maintain an 8-point lead with 4:19 left in this third quarter. And it'll be interesting to see how both teams react to that hard foul and a tough situation for the Rebels.
And
losing one of their.
So far with, I've got Jarman down for 4 points so far in the game, but a big presence inside. Valentine up to Meerbrook. Over to Grohl.
And, you know, if you folks out there just having a great week, mysportsguys.com/DVD, you can pick up and get the memories from this whole week.
Argyle
with a big and one answer. So they come back underneath with Jarman out. Meerbrook checked in for Jarman, and Argyle comes up with a couple of big points right there. Well,
you know, he's so smooth in the post. You can tell he's put a lot of time in with his footwork, and you know, he just pivots around and kisses it off the glass.
Comes from a long family of basketball players. Many of them seen this state gym. Unable to finish the three-point play. Argyle, so a 6-point lead, unable to cut it to 5. 3:55 left in the third quarter. And like I was saying, you know, it's been a great week. And whether you had, even if you had a girl playing from 2 weeks ago or this week, mysportsguys.com/DVD. And you can order one game or the whole tournament, anything you want.
Meekum spins, throws it up.
Oh,
Acree
boy,
saves
luckily,
it in.
that's always one of those things that it gets scary when you save it back in that way. Grohl not having a big game so far, trying to get 2 to go down there, unable to. 31-37. Rebounded. Searett, dribble drive. Argyle got in there and created enough, messed up that shot. I think he got a piece of it, I think.
Just enough for him to have to change his shot. Tebbs with a tip.
Nice job. Acree just was
going over
trying
the
to
top.
throw right through Tebbs.
Yeah, going over the top with that.
Nice defensive play by Tebbs. Meekum setting up the offense. Back out to Tebbs. Tebbs for 3, and that looks like it's going to be good. No, short. And Rebels caught standing. And it's going to cost him.
For 2.
That play is going to cost him big. Caught standing, not one going after a rebound. And the Mustangs finding a wide open Roundy.
You know, they collapsed on Seirett because, you know, a lot of times they don't give that up, but he does on that one. To Roundy for an open jumper on the baseline.
And costly, big offensive board by Seirett.
And that's Argyle's first foul.
31-40, 9-point lead. And Rebels trying to pound it down in. Argyle did a good job, spin move.
Yeah, spin, got the defender on his back and creates the space and goes up.
But again, I mean, we have a 7-point lead still. Mustangs holding on to, and trying to stretch it to 10. Stepping up, and Meekum with the long 3-pointer out past the college 3.
Meekum's
hits the 3.
Second 3-pointer of the game. Grohl.
Extending the lead to 10, and Argyle with another big 2 because, you know, the Rebels can't afford to be going into the fourth quarter down 10. Cut it to 8 here, 35-43.
Oh, Roundy just throws it right into the hands of Grohl. Wallentyne up quick. Seirett
just
frustrated just enough. Tebbs comes
out
there with the ball.
Rebound and pushing the tempo.
He'll pull it back out, no numbers. Good choice by Tebbs. Meekum.
Absolutely. Searett sets it out to Meekum. Now Searett up top. Meekum wants another long 3. In and out.
Coach Jessen not happy with that one.
Yeah, that was Meekum trying to put you in your face shot there.
There's going to be a travel, I believe. He took the hop and then a skip. Yeah, Jessen not wanting that 5 foot behind the 3-point shot.
I think that was Meekum was trying to drill him for the.
And you hope he'll keep shooting, but just closer.
Tebbs now pass it down on the baseline, unable to connect. Wallentyne with the rebound. Wallentyne bringing it down for the Rebels.
50 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
8-point lead.
Tebbs
good job, streps it from the backside. Argyle trying to find a way to get another easy 2.
Methodical in how he sets that spin up. Tebbs just able to slip in quick enough to get a hand on it. Grohl
back down to Argyle. Misses, tries to go up again. Tebbs going to get him from behind.
Got him on the arm.
And a good foul by Tebbs because he's going to get an easy 2 there.
Make him earn it from the free throw. 40 seconds to go. Tebbs' second foul. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Got viewers where you tell them 40 seconds to go, they think it's the end of the game.
Yeah. Argyle trying to cut this lead. Cuts it to 7 with 40 seconds left.
And
coming out, we have blood.
Knee.
Brannon.
They sure watch that close, which is a good thing. I've worked in restaurants and stuff that Ruby's in, and bloodborne pathogens. It's a big deal.
Right.
So they're overly cautious. But I remember the day when we played that
Yeah, it was
like,
more
hey,
blood the better.
Wipe it off and play.
Keep going. Don't worry about it unless someone's bleeding to death. Different world now. Argyle cutting that lead down to 6.
He hit his first one.
Hit his first one. So 36 seconds left in the third quarter. 6-point lead for the Mustangs. Looking to maybe go for the last shot here in the quarter. Nice pass down on the
Roundy.
Down to Roundy from Meekum. An 8-point lead again. So far they haven't given up anything in this quarter.
16 seconds, wraparound pass.
Meerbrook goes in hard, and sophomore for the Rebels.
Strong move by Meerbrook.
And they're going to need a lot more of that, as Jarman doesn't look like he's going to be coming back in the game.
Roundy for 3.
Roundy almost got that to go down at the buzzer, but 6-point lead. Again, thanking our sponsors out there. All right, so 45-39 game. The Rich Rebels coming into the fourth quarter. Down 6. Jarman does come back on the bench. See if he can get back in the game or not. Syrett dribble drive in for the Mustangs, extend the lead to 8 again. So absolutely haven't given
Going to be offensive
foul on Wallentyne.
You know, Wallentyne had that pass across the lane, just waited till he got to the defense as Hunter Meekum held his ground, and it came after the pass.
So Jarman looks to check back in the ball game. So good news for the Rebels.
That's good. And the Rebels on their feet.
Came away out of the training room and right back onto the court.
You know, they've got a great staff here. Make sure they'll check them out well before they send them back out on the floor.
So Meekum over to Roundy. Syrett up top. Tebbs and Meekum acting like he wants the long ball. There's the three-pointer up on the way, no good. Rebounded over to Syrett. Back out to Tebbs. Meekum dribble drive, scoop, nothing. Roston Grohl with the rebound. He's going to kick it down to Acree. Acree setting the offense. Now he's going to dribble drive on the post and puts in the easy 2.
Another good strong move by Acree.
Cuts the lead to 6. Wallentyne's going to pick up a cheap foul on the other end, trying to keep Syrett from getting the ball.
I've got 13 for Acree. Just a strong move on that last play. Timeout, Mustangs.
Yeah, we're gonna give a little credit to the First Baptist Church for that last the Grace Baptist Church for that last move. That was their parent sponsoring here. It's a state championship game tomorrow. And waiting the winner of the Monticello-Duchesne game coming up next. Nice dribble drive over to Tebbs. Tebbs for 2. So Meekum to Tebbs.
Meekum, you know, he's kept that so many times, but he dishes it to a wide open Tebbs. Acree with a big rebound. You know, Meekum now with position, he just out jumped him.
So Acree with another 2 is. And a 6-point ball game, 43-49. Nice pass over to Roundy, and Roundy scoops it up for 2. That's, boy, nice job with the dish.
Roundy and Meekum involving their teammates. They've been the two, between them and Lefevre, the team leaders of the Mustangs all year.
And they stretch this lead to 7 again. So, you know, with only 5 minutes left, they have not given up any ground on their 8-point halftime lead. Or only one. Jarman for 3. He steps up and hits a big 3. Cuts the lead to 5. 5.5 minutes left.
You got Lefevre and Brannon to check in. Meekum got the lane. There's going to be a reach-in foul. Is that going to go on Wallentyne?
I'm not sure if it is.
They gave that to Wallentyne. think. Must have reached in on the drive.
So he's got his 4th, so both point guards now with 4 fouls.
Thompson in for Wallentine. And Hunter Meekum at the line shooting 2.
Meekum's had a big game. He's just playing very confident out there and going to the hole strong and creating a lot of those shots underneath for the Mustangs. Stretches the lead back to 6. And now 7. How many is that for Meekum?
I've only got him down for 7, but I think I might have missed a couple.
Well, he's been playing big, that's for sure. Austin Grohl, because his that's what I'm saying, the dribble penetration. I'm not, not that he scored every time down.
But I'll tell you, if
Grohl for 3, and he hits a 3.
If they count your assists as points, Meekum will be up there high. But Grohl, he can knock down that 3, cuts it to a 4-point game.
So we got us a barn burner going down the stretch here. Hey, let's thank the station in Rich County for weekday specials. Proud sponsors of Rich High Athletics, the station. Also, Bear Lake Realty for all your real estate needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Make sure to visit bearlakerealty.com. Anderson Asphalt Maintenance, supporting the Rebels. And all right, so 5:13 left in this game. Winner goes to the state championship tomorrow. Rebels have dug themselves a hole early, cut it to 4 here, and just have not been able to. Boy, a lot of contact on that play. No call. Jarman putting a lot of pressure with.
Meekum looked like he had a lane.
Sirrett looked like he was going to drive baseline, pulls back. Thompson and Sirrett fighting down on the blocks. Jarman going to get caught for the hole. Not a smart foul that far out away from the basket.
And Brannon just, he puts his hand in his face. He can hit it if he's open, but not really looking for the shot on that one.
Yeah, that's just not a, with out there on past the college 3, picks up and puts him at the free throw line for an easy 2. 4-point lead, 4:40 left in the game.
And Brannon hits his first.
So after hitting the big 3, gives it right back to him on handing him an easy 2. 55-49.
Thompson, right side. Grohl looking at Argyle on the post.
4.5 minutes left in the half. Jarman for 3 again. Hits it. So after pounding it in, now he's bringing it out and hitting a couple 3s and shutting me up about the 3-point play. 55-52, 4:15 left in the 4th quarter. 3-point game. Rebels closest they've been since the 1st quarter. Argyle lets Lefevre go all the way to the basket. Bryce Valley going to call a 30-second timeout. 4:02 left in the game.
It's time to get his feet under him. Hey, one of our great sponsors out there in the Bryce Canyon area, Fred and Tanya Basketball, is taking the lead in mysportsguys.com on broadcasting these games to you live.
Absolutely. 57-52, and make sure if you want a DVD, go to mysportsguys.com/DVD. Jarman almost with another 3, unable to connect, and 5-point lead, 3:45. Bryce Valley's got the ball and a 5-point lead. 3:30 left in the game.
Meekum got to stay off that sideline.
Meekum and Sirett. Bryce Valley taking their time, which they should, with the 5-point lead, and get the easy 2.
And blocked.
And now Grohl going to try to get it in, and not a...
Meekum be called with the reach-around foul.
know what the ref was he trying to settle a couple of them down? I'm not quite sure what he was talking to somebody before he called that foul.
I know Brandon, he had that look on his face like, oh, he blocked my shot. I don't know if he said anything to him.
So that's his 4th foul. And
big foul.
And there's a lot of discussion with the refs and the players right now.
You know, they realize, I think, how much energy and emotions into this game. These two teams right here have been playing together since 3rd grade or better.
That's true. Austin Grohl steps up, who has not had a big offensive day, stepped up and hit a big free throw there, as the Rebels is going to have to make every shot count from here to try to
this will cut it
find a way to cut this lead. Shot up and good. 3-point game. 1-possession game now for the Rebels. Needing a stop. Austin Grohl up on Meekum. Dribble drive for, and rejected again by Argyle. But a good drive by Meekum.
Good drive. He's hoping he gets the call. He doesn't get it. Argyle just elevates.
That was elevating, that long reach combination. Great block.
Roundy's going to be fouled on the shot.
Foul. And that was a great out of bounds play. And just Cree had that half a step he was behind, and he couldn't catch up and had to foul.
Or he gives him the easy bucket. He's going to make him earn them. It's his 3rd foul, Cree's 3rd foul. And Roundy hits it.
Roundy steps up and hits that first free throw. 4-point lead. Not able to get the second one down, but a 2-possession game, picking up the 4-point lead. 3 minutes left in the game. 54-58. Thompson trying to set the offense. Rebels needing a bucket here. Big possession. Jarman from the wing. Trying to go over to Cree. It's stolen by Roundy.
It's a big steal from the freshman.
Well, I didn't even look at that. Roundy's a freshman out there playing very strong.
I don't know if you remember the Roundy boys, Cam and Case. Their little brother. Josiah Brandon wants timeout, and he gets it.
That was a heads-up play.
Every possession crucial at this point of the game.
Heads-up play because he was either going to travel or get tied up, and possession would have been for the Rebels right there.
Definitely. Time to go in the game. The Mustangs up by 4. We knew this was going to be a good one. A little miscommunication.
Sirott picks it up. Sirott,
you've been getting it 50% of the time, Gary. Don't worry.
Jeez. A Cree up top. Meekum trying to get one to go down.
And blocked
by Jarman. Big possession here for the Rebels. Really need to get one to go down. Forced one up as Argyle. And really, they have plenty of time. Might have wanted to be more patient on that shot. Tough shot from the baseline by Argyle. Doesn't go in. 54-58.
The Mustangs slowing it down a little.
And should. 4-point lead and 1:50 left.
Braxton Sirott for 3, and he gets it.
If he had missed that, I think the coach would have jumped out there and strangled him. He hits that big 3.
Thompson. Cree blocked by Roundy, and he's going to get the foul with the body.
So 6-point lead. The Rebels are in trouble. 1:30 left. So 4th foul on Roundy.
Cree with 2 free throws. First one's good. Cree just having a great game. Him and Argyle.
Rebels are going to have to get every shot to go in to get back in this. Still down 6. 1:30.
Cree's second one up and good.
And Bryce Valley's been hitting their free throws wonderful, and you just can't foul your way back into a team that does that.
And there's going to be a push. Let's see, you think that might go on 1?
I think they're going to put that on Argyle.
They're going to put that on Grohl.
Or Argyle. I meant Grohl. I said Argyle. I don't know why.
They're both standing by each other. I get home and listen to some of these games, Gary, and I think,
how did I say that?
Say that.
Yeah. All right, so free throw step up and knocks it down is Meekum. stretches it, 6-point game again. Hits them both.
Big
now you
free
have a
throws for
three-possession
Meekum.
game. Minute and a half left, 3 possessions. There's no time to waste for the Rebels. Now they've got to score, and they've got to score in a hurry.
Argyle with the pick and roll. He was open. Wallentyne, there's going to be a reach-in foul on the ground.
Yeah, but
it'll
be
be a two-shot foul.
Everybody's shooting 2 from here on out.
So Wallentyne with an opportunity for 2 points.
Without the clock going, that'll be good.
That's Roundy's
For
5th
the Rebels.
foul. And Argyle over to congratulate him.
Roundy played a great game.
He did. He
I mean, if
gave
that's going to be a great player for the Bryce Valley Mustangs for a lot of years to come.
gave the Mustangs a good effort here in this game. And Tebbs will come in off the bench for Roundy.
So the Rebels having a hard time getting past this semifinal game. Are in trouble again with a 7-point lead for the Mustangs.
Still, 2 beautiful areas, both these teams coming from
both
amazing
Bryce
areas.
Valley and great recreation areas.
Wallentyne.
Wallentyne step up, needed a couple of free throws bad. And like I said, you have to make everything from here on out. That's could create a little 6-point game. Excuse me, 7-point lead. You got to try to at least cut it to 2 possessions here with a minute 15.
And he gets the second one.
Almost a steal by Grohl. Syrup picks it up, and Jarman from behind, unable to get it. And Wallentyne is going to pick up his 5th foul, and he's going to have to leave the game.
Minute 6 to go, 57-63. Mustangs with the lead by 6. A chance to extend that to 8.
So Thompson will come back in the game for the Rebels. And that just turned it into a 3-possession game. That's going to make it pretty tough for the Rebels with a minute 6 left. Nice shot, free throw, and they've been burying their free throws here at the end. 8-point game. Thompson bringing it down for the Rebels. Jarman from the corner. There's no time to waste. They're going to
Hit by
throw it away
Syrup.
again.
Thompson.
Argyle.
Argyle takes a
Argyle
step,
trying to
shot
get-
up, and he gets it to go.
The old-fashioned 3, so they're still with a chance here with potentially getting 3 points. Trying to
Foul
cut
on
it to
Brannon,
5.
50 seconds to go.
The problem for the Rebels is who you're going to foul, because everyone is hitting their free throws, have been all game for the Mustangs. I don't know what kind of percentage they're shooting, but it has to be huge.
And Argyle hits it.
3-point or a 5-point game.
Meekum. Thompson on Meekum.
Boy,
All alone,
McCree.
Lefevre underneath for 2, good.
7-point game now, and throwing it
And the
out
Rebels
of bounds.
throw it out of bounds. 35 seconds to go. The Mustangs with a 7-point lead.
So a 35-second, 7-point lead, and shooting the free throws, it's going to be a hard one to not pull this one off for the Bryce Valley Mustangs.
There's going to be a quick foul. That's going to be on
Jarman.
Jarman.
I believe that's his 5th.
Tell you what, Jarman coming in after the injury and just really giving him a boost with those 2 threes.
It did.
But Meekum the line shooting 2. 32 seconds to go in the game.
Caden Bartlemay in for the Rebels. And,
Meekum.
I mean, they just, I don't know what they've missed.
I don't have
but
one 2-point or 3-point basketball. Well, Meekum had a 3, didn't he? That long 3.
Yeah, the long 3.
Everything else has come from the line.
9-point game. 3 possession at least. You're going to have a 3-pointer. You better shoot the ball.
And taking too much time.
Yeah, you've got to shoot the ball.
And I think that's going to do it.
Yeah, 20 seconds left and 9-point game.
And Sire will go to the line shooting 2.
Bryce Valley's going to find themselves in that championship game again.
2 years in a row.
And honestly, I have no idea how Bryce Valley lost to Panguitch 3 times this year.
Well,
I don't see how Bryce Valley's not the better team. I've watched Panguitch all during the tournament.
Panguitch gets up for Bryce Valley. That's a good rivalry.
I do not see.
Kind of like
man for man, unless Bryce Valley played out of their head tonight, man for man, Bryce Valley, I just do not see how in the world they lost them 3 times this year.
Well,
they played a very strong game from all different spots.
Panguitch plays us really well. But the Bobcats, don't get me going Bobcats Mustangs, they'll screw me up.
Yeah. A Creed trying from the baseline, nothing. Lefevre, rebound.
That's going to do it.
That's going to be the game. And there's no sense in fouling here. I hope they don't.
And the Mustangs, you can hear the crowd pleased with their effort tonight, as they'll go to the state championship game tomorrow to face the winner of the next game between the Duchesne Eagles and the Monticello Buckaroos.
You know, and I tell you what, just mathematically, I'd had to bet money on the Rebels tonight coming out of this. They've been to the semifinal game so many times in the last 12 years, unable to get through and break through that, or at least they get to the championship game and can't get there. But the semifinal game they seem to have struggled with, and got bit by again tonight.